Here we are again, walking out of our hotel room, day 7 I think we're up to, and heading towards our car to go out to Uluru one more time. Yeah, this time we're going to go for a walk to the right. Beautiful day, it's going to be 34 today, 34 degrees Celsius. People in the pool already. It's a beautiful day. What do we got? You got to wear sun cream because it's very the sun's got a bit of bite from basically about 9 AM onwards, and we also put on a bit of Aeroguard to keep the flies off. Some people, or lots of people, wear fly nets, so over their hats and stuff like that. We haven't invested in that. We've decided we'll just go the Aeroguard way and we give ourselves a bit of a spray. Not too bad, keeps the flies away. I mean, do they still bother us? Yeah, because there's quite a few of them. So get ready for that when you come to the Northern Territory. There's the pool in the background. Oh, very nice. We still haven't been for a swim in it. We've been actually so busy here, going from thing to thing. You know, movies or the shops, eating lunch, going out to Uluru, whatever, you know, doing our Sounds of Silence last night. We've been actually so busy that we haven't had a swim yet. So as we came into Uluru, I've forgotten to tell you this, we passed through some boom gates. You can go to the right and buy tickets for the day and so on. It's the same cost, but we went on the internet and got a 3-day pass. So 3 days at Uluru is $38. As you go into the boom gates, you scan your code. There's a code scanner, and it opens the boom gates, and through you go. And yeah, we've got a 3-day pass for the park. So yeah, that's $38 a person. So remember that as you come in, you got to basically pay for your ticket as you come in. And it's a it's for both parks, yeah, including Karajutu as well. So yeah, so you can head out that way as well. So yeah, once you've got that, you're all ready to go. We haven't been to Karajutu yet. I don't know if we'll get to it this trip, ironically. Like I said, Uluru, just coming to Uluru has kept us busy enough. There she is in the background. Right there's the rock. We learned yesterday that the Uluru is 550 million years old. It was underneath the ocean, so this was all ocean 550 million years ago. Crazy to think of. And during a glacial time, when it all froze over and the water and so on, it turned the boulder itself, so the huge boulder that it is, sideways. So there's just as much Uluru below the surface, if you can imagine it, as there is above. So the boulder's actually been turned on its side, which is why you can see the grooves in it, and the why they go vertically, as well as rain and wind and stuff over time. But yeah, we were told these facts yesterday by a young fella working in at the cafe, and there are bits that have fallen off it, but as he reminded us, and he reminds all tourists, that those bits fell off about 250,000 years ago. So you don't have to panic about bits falling off, shall we say. Probably in huge tumultuous earthquakes and times when tectonic plates were shifting and things like that. So even the shield, as they call it, the place where the warrior laid his shield down before he, after he was attacked by the Coperni, I think it was its name, or Coperna, yes, his shield, or that part, has been there at least 250,000 years. So yeah, doesn't matter. This is called Grevillea excelsior, and yeah, we are quite impressed with it, this Grevillea. These beautiful golden, or flame Grevillea they call it. But Angie and I are thinking, I wonder if we can get one of them to grow back in Perth, even if you can get them. And
Yesterday, one of our sounds of silence guides was saying palya all the time, and palya means welcome from the Anangu.
Way up there in the sky, I don't know if it'll come through the video, is a helicopter flying around Uluru. Today we're walking to the right of the main car park. Thought we'd just go for a bit of a look. Touch the heart of Australia again. Stunning features on the rock. Just remarkable. Bits broken away, worn away. Holes along the side. We learned yesterday are spear holes from the great creatures that wrestled it out and battled it out here in the dream time.
Watching the waves rolling from the ocean, watching the flowers bloom on a tree, watching our children play and grow older, watching the love between you and me. It's a beautiful world that we live in. It's a beautiful world that we live in. It's a beautiful world that we live in. It's a beautiful world that we love in.
So one of our suggestions to future self is you're probably better off wandering the rock really early in the morning or late in the afternoon. It does get quite hot. We're about 11 here. We're at one of the water holes here. But yeah, it's getting pretty warm. It's meant to be 34 or 35 today, so even at 11 we can feel a little bit of heat. But there is a nice breeze blowing.
Hearing the song of human lives breathing, hearing a voice of forgiveness sin. It's a beautiful world that we live in. It's a beautiful world that we live in. It's a beautiful world that we live in. It's a beautiful...
Oh, wait, there's more. These are the segways. It's just another option of going around Uluru. So I did learn from someone who did the segways yesterday that they can be tiring on your legs, believe it or not. Sort of leaning and balancing, and most of the people apparently went really well, but somewhere there's a bridge and someone went for a tumble on the bridge. Nothing too damaged or anything like that. They just had to, went for a stumble and had to pick themselves up and get back on their Segway. But yeah, it's a thing here. Grab yourself an off-road Segway and join a touring party. I'm not sure of the cost, but I'll look it up. Stick it in there for you. And yeah, Segway around Uluru. This is the main car park as you wander in. There's plenty of parking here. We parked a bit further up. Loser over that way. Emergency radio here if you need it.
touching the heart of all that is young, touching the mind that craves complete stillness, touching the beauty caught in the sun. It's a beautiful world that we live.
We're on our way to the restaurant. It's called Ilkari or something like that. We'll update that name when we get there for a lovely meal. Angie's booked. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening. Had a 35-degree day. Pretty warm. It's a buffet style thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So buffet style. About how much a head?
$89.
$89, so not cheap, but we hear there's plenty of tucker, and they've gone out of their way to make sure it's sort of bush inspired as well. Some of the meals and so on, using Australian spices and things from the area and meats, and anyway, we'll tell you more about it. Uluru. So we're coming into the restaurant now. This is the restaurant part of the hotel. The lobby bars of Walpa. It's the Ilkari. Look at all this food. Angie started off with some soup. Broccolini soup, fish tangine, fried shallots, more food, that's some soup, desserts, more desserts, a chocolate fountain. Just in the middle. Meats, pasta, veggies. Chef's over here cooking something, cooking some lamb chops. God. Seafoods, fantastic. There's my girl getting into her soup. We've just finished tea, and I don't know whether you can see it or not. I'll zoom in as far as to go. That's the drone show over the desert. It's quite big from what we can see here. It has music and a story and a few other things, and it was cancelled. Oh, look at that. It was cancelled last night because the winds were so strong. We had fairly strong winds. We had strong winds today too, but it's very still at the moment. Yeah. Watching the drone show from a distance. It looks like a lot of little twinkly lights, and but really amazing. I'm amazed to think about that, just that technology all out here of making a drone show. I don't know the cost of the drone show. Did you remember seeing it? No. But you can certainly look it up here. Really enjoyed our time. We've got a few more hours tomorrow morning, and then we've got to get out of here and hit the road. Drive another 7 hours back to Cooper Petty. We're going back to the cave hotel again. So we start our long trip, 3,700 kilometres back again. But this time we're stopping in Adelaide for a few days, so that should be fun. Yeah.